Go.
Good evening. It's February 5th, 2025, Wednesday. And it's my pleasure and honor to be with a World War II combat veteran, Mr. John J. Jeckovich. How are you feeling today, Mr. Jeckovich?
Good, very good.
You're looking well. I see you got a new sweatshirt and pants. You got a nice wardrobe on you. And it's a beautiful day to come out and hear about Mr. Jeckovich's book. Mr. Jeckovich's book is titled Their Mother's Sons, and it takes Mr. Jeckovich from about 11 years old to his almost 100. Mr. Jeckovich is knocking on the door of 100. And we're on almost the last chapter of his book. And we're speaking about him opening and closing the laundromat.
Yeah.
How many pages is your book?
849.
Okay. We're on page 817, so I hope that new book you're writing, gives you at least a couple paragraphs pretty soon, because I'm running out of pages, I'm running out of data. Mr. Jeckovich.
Meanwhile, there's something that came in, Dave.
What came in?
Okay. This came in from
Let me see it.
the James's family, Bigfork, Montana, and they got
Okay.
a buffalo.
Wait, let me read it first. This is from the James family from Bigfork, Montana.
Look at these boots. Holy crap.
Hold that up, John.
There you
Show
go.
everybody the boots.
Oh,
It's from the
where's this from?
It's called the James family from Bigfork, Montana. It's a buffalo ranch. A buffalo ranch. Do you know the James family?
No.
Okay, well that's a nice gift from the James
They
family.
watch his show every week.
They say they watch your show every week, and they own a buffalo ranch.
The what?
They own a buffalo ranch.
Buffalo Ranch?
Yeah, have you ever ate buffalo?
No.
So,
Where's this from?
Montana.
from the James family, Bigfork, Montana.
Near
They
Montana.
own a buffalo ranch.
How do they know about us?
On the internet?
Yeah?
On the internet. So thank you, the James family. We'll get you out a nice thank you card and keep listening. And if we can do anything for you, send us another email or text. Thanks again.
You write thank you cards?
I will-
So now Mr. Jeckovich has got a cowboy hat from one source. He's got a decorative cowboy shirt and cowboy tie. And now he's got cowboy boots.
Boy, we're ready to go to the ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need is a horse.
Have you ridden a horse before?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
Texas.
Oh, really? Did you enjoy riding a horse?
I was scared.
You were scared?
I didn't realize those horses were that high.
Yeah, and so strong
Yeah.
and so powerful.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that many years ago?
Huh?
Was that many years ago?
That's when I was 19 years old. I was in Texas.
If you went to Texas to visit these ranches, would you go on a horse?
No,
No? Okay.
I was afraid of falling off.
Yeah. They're up there high, aren't they?
And those guys go like hell on those horses.
Yeah. Did they have horses in the military when you were in World War II?
No. I didn't see any horses there, though.
So why were you on a horse?
That was in Texas.
Well, why did you go on a horse? You're in the military.
No, that was in Texas.
He was at a fort.
No, I was in the military. Yeah.
So what, were you training on a horse or just for leisure?
No, on a day off.
Oh, a day off, okay.
On a pass.
Oh, okay. Were you surprised how tall the animal
It was
was?
hard to get on too.
Yeah. Were you on it for very long?
Oh, just a ride, maybe half-hour ride, and that was it. I had enough.
It was hard to believe how strong,
Yeah,
what power.
yeah.
Wow. It's still unusual to think of, but some parts of Europe, they still sell horse meat as a delicacy.
It's tough.
Yeah, you'll see a horse head on the restaurant, like a cutout wooden horse head on the outside of the cafe or restaurant, and That seems to be a delicacy there. Did you ever eat horse meat?
No, no, no.
Would you ever eat horse meat?
No.
No, I wouldn't either. How about buffalo meat?
Yeah, that's worse.
Well, didn't your brother at one time serve you duck?
Duck?
Didn't Millie make you duck at one time?
Oh, yeah. My mother made duck one time,
Well, how
yeah.
about you said when Millie made it for you?
Huh?
When Millie and Steve made you duck, how was that?
Well, Millie's not a very good cook, but it was eatable. I took some, but I wouldn't have it every day.
How about venison? Have you ate venison out
Deer? I had deer in the army, yeah.
Steve's house?
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
Venison, if you get the right kind, it's tender.
Yeah. How about shark?
Shark?
Yeah,
Shark is tough.
yeah. What's your favorite fish?
Fish? Trout.
Trout. Yeah, yeah. Trout, yeah. Did Delphine cook you fish a lot?
Fish meat? No.
Should your Delphine cook you fish for dinner?
No.
Did your mother cook you fish for dinner?
Once in a while, but it smells the whole house up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What did Delphine mostly cook for you?
For supper?
Yeah.
Stuffed cabbage, spaghetti and meatballs, made soup,
Soup? What kind of soup did you mostly have?
vegetable.
How about borscht?
Huh?
Borscht.
Borscht. My mother made the borscht, yeah.
Didn't your brother really enjoy that?
Stevie?
You know, Looky.
Look, he wasn't around.
But when he got older, I thought he came over just for the borscht. He loved eating that soup that your mother made.
Who, Looky?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
When he was an older guy, when he was like in his 40s or so, or 50s. I thought he came on Sundays to have that soup your mother made.
I don't remember him, no.
Oh, okay. Did you have a lot of Polish dishes at your house?
The what?
Did you have a lot of Polish food at your house?
In town?
At your house, did you have a lot of Polish meals?
No. It was American spaghetti and
Regular
meatballs.
food.
Huh?
Regular food.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're looking well today. Mr. Jeckovich was in World War II in Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. Do you still think today is a gift?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich is knocking on the door of 100. Never smoked, never drank, jogged for 80 years,
Yeah.
walked to work Kimberly-Clark for 35 years,
Yeah.
never had a prescription, and never had a vitamin, right?
No.
Wow.
You take D3, don't you?
Yeah, but Mr. Jeckovich is in fine health. The only thing they gave out on him was his knees because he jogged for 80 years. But
Yeah.
besides that, oh, and by the way, Mr. Jeckovich could read the newspapers, which he reads 3 newspapers every morning, including the Wall Street Journal, with no glasses. No glasses. No glasses. Most 40-year-olds need glasses to read the newspaper. Oh, and by the way, if you're 40, sad to say, you have only a 10% chance of making it to 100. You only have a 10% chance of making it to 100. So Mr. Jeckovich's book titled Their Mother's Sons takes Mr. Jeckovich from 11 years old, taking care of his mother and his family, his odd jobs he worked at as a young boy, the military, Kimberly-Clark. He owned a snowplow business, a self-serve laundromat, which stayed open for 18 years.
Yeah.
The door never locked.
Never locked, never do today.
And his favorite business was hobby, doing woodwork and wallpapering and all kinds of stuff like that. He learned from
Put fans up.
putting fans up, all types of odd jobs he enjoyed. He learned from his Uncle Andy. What kind of person was Uncle Andy?
Well, you had to get used to him. But he was a smart guy. He was third grade education.
Yeah, there you go. Third grade education. He's smart as hell.
He drew elliptical diagrams and everything else.
Yeah.
He worked for Crosdale. Crosdale, he was his first right-hand man.
Did he retire from Crosdale's?
No, he got out of Crosdale before that.
Where'd he go?
Oh, he was getting old, too old.
He retired?
Yeah.
How long have you been retired for?
Oh, it's not 1980.
So you've been retired, oh my God, for 45 years.
Yeah.
You've had a great retirement. You had a great...
Yeah, I walked out of Kimberly Clark with my towels rolled up and never turned around.
Oh, what do you mean by your towels rolled up?
Well, when I went to work, I took my work clothes, wrapped them up in my towel, and took it like that. I never had a suitcase or nothing else.
Oh, okay, so you rolled them up in your towel, the articles you need inside them. Did you learn that when you used to go to Hyde Park swimming or use the shower? You rolled everything up in a towel?
Yeah. I used to go Hyde Park school, shower in there.
Yeah. When you used to take a shower as a boy, you had to walk to Hyde Park. How many miles was that?
I had a car. I drove there. 2 miles, probably 2 miles.
So you would take a car to a place called Hyde Park. What was that?
They had a golf link there.
It was a golf course. And you took a shower there, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Clean shower, hot water.
Nice hot water, yeah. At your house, they didn't have showers, right? Or
Well, I thought I put a shower in the basement, but we used to take that bath in the stupid bathtub.
oh yeah. And then also, you used to go to the train station and make phone calls, right?
Oh, yeah.
And how did you get to the train station?
Well, I had a car.
You had a car. And what kind of car was that?
There was a Pontiac.
Big old Pontiac, and they're still running today.
I don't know.
It's a big four-door, right?
Yeah.
We call those a land yacht. You could get 6 or 7 people in those things.
Yeah.
That big V8 motor, 8 miles
Yeah.
to a gallon. What a beautiful vehicle. Pontiac, wow,
Yeah.
part of the GM family. Unbelievable. Did you ever have a motorcycle?
No.
Did you ever desire to own a motorcycle?
No.
Did you ever have a bicycle?
I had a blue and white bicycle. That's where I delivered 150 papers a day.
And what papers were they?
Gina Krasinski, the Bulge paper.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the Niagara Falls Gazette. It
No.
was called what?
Gina Krasinski,
And you delivered 150 papers.
a day.
Did you make good money?
Well, yeah, if I got paid.
What do you mean? People
Well,
question you?
they say, I paid you, and they try to get away with it. But I finally got it all.
So they find to cheat a young boy.
Yeah.
Did the houses smell like Polish cookie when you went in?
Well, he could back me, try to hold one. I was called talking to him. They had some good ungodly meals.
What the hell were they making?
I don't know what the hell they were making, but I never smelled it. We never did that at home.
Did you rush to get outside?
Oh, yeah.
So you held your breath when you go in there?
Yeah. And that was second floor, too.
What?
It was on the second floor.
Oh, so you had to hold your breath for a while.
Yeah.
Did anyone complain that they didn't get the paper?
No.
You were right on.
Yeah, but they didn't pay on time, no.
I wonder why. They all worked.
Well, they were all cheap.
Did your mother get the paper delivered to her?
Yeah, I gave her a paper, yeah.
Was she a subscriber or she just got one for free?
I just had one. When I got papers, I usually get 2 extra.
Oh, okay. And what did you
Well,
want?
what the hell was that?
Please look there. What is it?
Huh?
Oh, it's a...
Oh, it's a fly. But that's all right. It's going right out the studio door. It's a studio door fly. But let's,
You got the doors closed in the back?
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. But listen, let's get back to this. So your mother would get the paper. It was all in Polish. Did your mother read Polish quite well?
Oh, yeah,
Your mother
15
was,
minutes.
huh?
15.
Your mother was born in Poland, right?
yeah.
And did your mother, what did she look for? Specials in the paper? What did she look for?
Obituaries.
Ah.
Obituaries.
Did she know most of the people that died?
Yeah, yeah.
She knew them. Did your father read the paper?
Not too well, no. He didn't read it, no.
Did you ever see your father reading a book?
No.
So tell us a story about how your love of books, and it carries on today. Mr. Jeckovich reads, as I said, 3 newspapers in the morning, books in the afternoon, books in the evening. Mr. Jeckovich usually will read to 1 or 2 in the morning, and believe it or not, he's up at 6 getting ready for his breakfast. Could you imagine a person a half of his age with such little sleep? So you don't require much sleep, do you?
No.
Were you always like that?
I probably picked it up in the Army.
Picked it up in the Army, okay.
Yeah.
That's another good trait Mr. Jeckovich picked up in the Army. You learned a lot of things from World War II.
Yeah.
But getting back to the books, this is so interesting. You told us you're in a Book of the Month club. How did that go with your mother?
There you go.
How did the book, you're joining the Book of the Month club as a young boy. You had a great obsession to read and learn. Your mind was like a sponge. You wanted to read and learn. And what did your mother tell you about the Book of the Month club?
Well, I only got 1 book a month. I only bought 1 book a month.
But what did your mother say?
But they gave you a catalog and a write-up every week.
Yeah.
And she thought I was getting all these books in, but I wasn't. I only get 1 book a month.
But you said your mother didn't approve of books coming in, right?
Yeah, she said you're spending too much money.
And then when they came by mail, you had to beat her to the mailbox so you could hide your book.
Well, usually I got out earlier than she did. I got out of school at 3 o'clock. She got out of work at 5.
Just so there's no trouble in the house, you beat her to the mailbox and you hid your book so you didn't have no friction, right?
Yeah.
Boy, today most mothers would love to have a son reading a book. And at that time, your mother frowned on it, right?
Yeah.
Your
Well, I
mother-
was spending too much money.
But you really weren't. I mean, what better could you spend on than your education, right?
Yeah.
What better could you spend on than your education? Unbelievable. So you enjoyed your books. You still have a lot of those books today?
Do I have them? I don't know where they are.
But
I think they're in the filing cabinet
don't you have a
somewhere.
lot of books from like 100 years ago?
Huh?
Don't you have a lot of books from many years ago still?
I don't know. A lot of stuff gets disappeared all the time.
Yeah, yeah. But so you enjoy reading to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Did your 2 brothers enjoy reading?
Looky did, and Stevie was a regular hoisty. He's always reading something, yeah.
But Looky must have enjoyed reading because he was a newspaper reporter.
Huh?
Looky must have enjoyed reading because he was a newspaper reporter.
Well, I don't think he read a book or nothing.
Did your sister enjoy reading?
I don't know.
You know? Did you ever see your father reading?
No.
Uh-huh. So you were probably the main reader of the family, right?
Right.
And that's how you learned so much. You were probably the number 1 reader in the family, right? Because you always were reading, always learning.
Well, Stevie read. Looky would read something. I don't know. He didn't read as much as I did.
But you read all the time.
Yeah.
Were you a good student?
In school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a good student in school, yeah. My main subject was English.
Your main subject was English.
Yeah.
But didn't you go to 2 high schools simultaneously?
I went to Trot in the morning and the high school in the afternoon.
What did you go to Trot for?
I was an electrical shop.
Was that interesting?
Yeah.
Do you remember the teacher's name?
Dressel.
Unbelievable. Most people can't remember yesterday. If this guy remembers a teacher's name 100 years ago, unbelievable. That's why we call you the super soldier. I don't know what it is, but this guy, Mr. Jeckovich, has been shot up in his shoulder during World War II by a sniper. He's been beat up. He's been stabbed.
Frostbite.
He's been bombed. Yeah, frostbite, trench foot,
Yeah.
lost a hip. You went through hell and back during that World War.
Yeah.
And you still have this memory that's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. That's why we nicknamed him the Super Soldier.
Yeah.
The Super Soldier.
9 minutes.
Wow. How'd you get the idea of jogging?
Well, I had the guy's name up there, and one of the books I spotted, I don't know where I put the book. I read a book out of his name, and I started running.
You never quit.
No.
You never quit. And by the way, when Mr. Jeckovich started running, it wasn't fashionable or acceptable. What did people say to you
What?
when you started jogging 80 years ago?
Get off the street, you bum.
Yeah. People were ignorant of the fact that they were ignorant back then. They thought Mr. Jeckovich was a bum and he was running for transportation, but it was quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich was running for health. And it's amazing that 80 years of jogging and he's picture perfect when all those people threw cans at him and empty bottles of Genesee, and one time they popped him in the head with a full can of Campbell soup. Sad to say, those people that were very derogatory to Mr. Jeckovich are now pushing up daisies.
Yeah, well,
They're now pushing up daisies. Did all the men in your family, your two brothers, were in the war?
look, he was a Coast Guard. He enlisted. He got my mother's permission to Coast. He was underage, so side program, and he went in the Coast Guard.
How do you like the Coast Guard?
Well, he got 4 years of it. Well, that's how he got to be a reporter. He got the Coast Guard, and he got an office job, and he worked in an office, and he got into the news end of it. That's how he got to be a reporter.
So it did him quite well.
Yeah.
It did him quite well.
Yeah.
And was your older brother Stephen in the military?
After a while, because he was going to school, he got a school exemption. College exemption.
What did he do in the military?
Well, he was teaching recruits how to drive a Jeep.
I see. And how long was he in for?
Well, probably a year that he got out. Never went overseas or nothing.
Did your other brother go overseas?
Lucky with them as far as Hawaii.
Oh, wow, that's hard. But you were the only combat soldier.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that during World War II, there were 16,400,000 wonderful young men and women who were in the war. And today, we have less than 90,000 left. 90,000 left. All the rest have either died during the war, diseases after the war, or just of old age, because the ones we have left now are in the late 90s or early 100s. But an interesting fact that you should know, the combat soldiers, so you're looking at one, combat soldiers, Purple Heart, 2 Bronze Stars, they're the guys in the dirt that made it happen. These guys, there's only 6,000 left. There's only 6,000 left of the combat soldiers, and in 2025, we're losing them at a rate of 150 a day.
Ooh.
150 a day. So here's your opportunity. Look at the man. His mind is like a library. He'll answer any question you text to him. In fact, text if you want to have a talk with him, he'll talk with you. Mr. Jeckovich will talk to anybody. And it's here to make people's life just a tad bit easier, because life is difficult now. Back when Mr. Jeckovich was born, in 1925, gasoline was 6 and 7 cents a gallon. A beautiful house was $2,000 or $3,000. A nice car was $600 or $700.
Yeah.
6 or 7, and life was just much simpler there. And as you push up to the 40s or 50, the man was the breadwinner, and the wife took care of the family, and everything worked out really, really smooth. There was no TV then, and then later when the TV came, there was three channels, right?
Yeah.
And then you either
Shut down at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, then they had a big round thing in the middle and a humming noise, and then the next morning it would pick up. Today we have 1,000 channels, And we have remotes. Back then, there was 3 channels and no remote. You were the remote back then. If you wanted to watch something, you got up off the couch and you walked to that big monster TV that weighed about 400 pounds, and you turned the channel. And many of those channels had a plastic knob on it. Most of them got broken. Almost 90% of them got broken. So you always had to keep a pair of pliers on the couch. You would go, you get up, you're the remote control, folks, and then you go take those pliers and grab the end of the knob that turns the channels, and you turn your 1 or 2 or 3 channels. But things are different now. There's over 1,000 channels.
Yeah.
And back then there was no color TV. There was no color. But a lot of people went to the movies, right?
Movies are a big thing Saturday and Sunday.
And you were an usher, right?
I was an usher, yeah.
Minutes, please. Describe us what your usher uniform looked like.
White shirt, bow tie, black pants with a stripe at the center.
Wow. And what was your job as an usher?
You go down the aisle looking for empty seats, and then you flash your light where the seats are. You flash it twice, you got 2 seats empty. They'll send 2 people down.
Okay, so the usher at the top, you would flash him twice, and he'd come down with a new guest to fill the seats.
Yeah.
And did you have like a lot of problems on Saturdays with young kids?
Saturday morning was bad because the kids come in and watch they watch the movies, and they always put on a Frankenstein movie, and they got all excited. They pissed their pants.
Was that regular?
Yeah, it's regular. Than Sheriff Landers to say, "Get this thing cleaned up. It smells like hell."
Okay, so the Greek owner of the movie theater said, "John, get down there and clean that up."
Yeah.
What'd you have to do? Come with a big vacuum cleaner?
No, I had a mop and a pail, take the water out, and then put it the second on the floor to get the smell out of it.
So these kids left with their pants all wet.
Yeah,
How old were they about?
10, 11 years old.
Wow. And that happened every Saturday.
Yeah, when the mothers put them in there for 4 hours, they knew where they were. They were going to be there for 4 hours.
So those must have been really scary movies.
Yeah.
Or maybe...
They got the Frankenstein movies and all those nonsense.
So you must have seen a lot of movies.
Who?
You.
Oh, yeah.
How about in that movie theater, was there a balcony?
It was a balcony, yeah.
Was smoking acceptable in the balcony?
Some places, Stratton and Cataract had it, but the Hepburn room didn't do it because they didn't. The fire department wouldn't give them a license to smoke it was an old building.
Did you have to work up in the balcony too?
I worked on both of them, yeah.
Was it really cloudy with smoke?
No, not too much, no.
Not too much. Did you have to run and get the guest popcorn, or did they do that on their own?
No, the popcorn was down to the lobby, yeah.
They do that on their own?
No, I didn't run to get nothing, no.
So your job was finding seats?
Give them the seat and that's it.
How about, did you ever have problems with kids sneaking in through the back door?
No, that was more in the tents of the summertime for the circuses coming in. They flapped up the curtain on the side to get underneath it.
20.
So you had a fun job there, didn't you? That was a fun job.
Yeah.
And there was what, like 3 or 4 ushers per movie?
What?
Was there 3 or 4 ushers per movie?
No, there was chief usher and one usher.
And then when the movies gave out, what did you have to do? Did you have to guide them to the door? When the movie ended, you had to guide them to the door? Or you
Guide who?
All the patrons, all the customers watching the movie.
No, when the movie's over, they get up off their seat and walk out the aisle and go home.
So after they left, before the next movie, it was your job to clean the place up?
Just abruptly, they had a cleanup crew coming after us.
Did a lot of people throw their bags of popcorn?
Oh, that was a mess. It was a mess, yeah.
30.
You had to have it clean up for the next day. I didn't do that. I just cleaned
That
up.
was a fun job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, that was a fun job.
Yeah.
Then we shut after movies shut down at 10 o'clock, we turn all the lights out, play cops and robbers in there.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then go down to your host for a cup of coffee.
And the owner didn't mind? The owner didn't mind?
Well, he wasn't there then.
We got another one in the
Got
book.
another one in the books.